Oh, look at that. John Driscoll, what's up? How's it going? How are you? How's it going? How's it hanging? What's up, everybody? So nice to be seen, to be heard. Uh, what is up, Becky Davies? Let's see if our Wi-Fi works today. It might not. It's a new Wi-Fi hotspot. So let's see how this thing works. Oh, look at that. We got American Airlines. American Airlines, everybody. What's up, Kevin Kelly? Hans. Matthew. Yeah, I hear there's a WestJet coming. They call me 413. That's good. I like that. I like that 413. I'm gonna use that in a t-shirt. I like that a lot, man. That that's good. Well done. Well done, sir. So yeah, this is a new hotspot. I've got my backup audio system working because I wanted to test it to make sure it works. So we've got a few different things going on. So if we do have buffering, I apologize. This is a new hotspot. Remember, my old one broke last week in Phoenix. In Phoenix. So I apologize if it's not the best. So we'll see how it goes. Dan Reeves, hello. Dreamweaver is back. She's back in Canada. Let's see if we can get a pilot wave coming right towards us. Yeah, John, almost to 9,000 subscribers. That means we only have 11 more thousand for our trip to Europe. So we're working on it. Oh, and we got the snoot, the white nose replacement nose. Feather Jensen, how's it going? So again, I always said if the weather was going to be great, then we would come back to Tucson. Well, Tucson's weather is great today. Current temperature is 66 degrees under partly cloudy skies. That's right, I said 66 degrees. So I know we had plans to go to San Diego, but I said this may be the very last show we do from Tucson for the entire season until probably October, November. So I figured, well, we might as well do it while we have the chance. So that is why we're here. What's up, ERB? Marco? Hi, guys. It's great to see you. Dreamweaver back in Canada. Mark Bright Spark, how's it going? Much cooler in England. It's much cooler here in Arizona. Can you believe the temperature of Tucson is almost the same temperature in San Diego? Go figure that one out. But I am not complaining at all. None at all. Let's see if I can fix this too. And I apologize. This is a new hot spot. Remember, my old one broke last week in Phoenix. Remember how the show suddenly just dropped out of nowhere? So the new hotspot is new, as indicated by the words new. So I apologize if we're still working it. No F-16s today. Remember, Matthew, on the this is a good reminder, on the first weekend of the month, the National Guard does does the drill weekend. So typically on drill weekend, the Monday after that, they do not do any flying. So no F-16s today, unfortunately. But the weather here is great, so I had to. People had been asking for Tucson stream, and I said, well, the weather is great today. I have to give one last shout out to Tucson for the season, most likely. T-Spry, how's it going? I wish I could come for KLM, but I got to work. I wish I could. But we'll actually be in San Diego hopefully next week, if not then towards the end of the month. So we will most definitely catch KLM. And I was looking The service is Thursday, Sunday, and Tuesday, 3 times weekly for San Diego. E175 on approach. Thank you, Benjamin. The winds, I think they're going to change, so I'm kind of positioned for when the winds change to have arrivals from the south. What's up, Dreambert? How's it going? How are you? There is that E175 that Benjamin talked about. So rush hour is about from 10 to 1 here. So we're right in the middle of midday rush hour. I know. You mean we're only 800 subscribers from 10,000, which is pretty great too. So, yeah, I've spent a lot of money in the last week. If you didn't catch my story from last week, on my way home from Phoenix, I got a flat tire, and the next day I could have replaced 2 tires, or I could have just done all 4, and I was just like I was not in great mood, and I was just like, just get 4 new tires, be done with it, it's over, and move on. So that was about $1,000, so that was awesome. And then my hotspot, it died, so I had to get a new hotspot. But we're back on, so I'm glad that I had a week to save up. I hear it rain and thunder, Kevin Kelly says, in Texas. Yeah, I think there'll be rain today and tomorrow because I'm supposed to fly, and then it'll be out of there. I'm supposed to fly, Kevin, to Texas Wednesday for my brother's graduation. All right, sounds good, ERB. No. Okay, good question. They call me 413. So this is my other camera. I have not had a chance to clean the other camera, but this is my other camera. So the blob, when we go to Phoenix tomorrow, will probably be back unless I can figure out a way to clean it. Or I could bring this camera. So I have 2 cameras. Great question, 413. This camera, the DSLR, this is my Canon R7. It's a little shakier on the tripod because it's a heavier camera. But this one does not have the blob on the screen or on the sensor. So I may just bring this one tomorrow to Phoenix. But we're covered either way. Nice. Going to the Science Center in LA. Sounds great. Sounds great, T-Spry. Yep. Got a flat tire. It was probably about 8:30 last Monday night. And things were just not working well for me. I was exhausted. My brain wasn't working. And long story short, it took me way longer than it should have to change the tire. And I'd like to give a special shout out to the Marana, Arizona Police Department for the officer coming to assist me. And sometimes you just need a second person there. So thank you to the Marana, Arizona Police Department and their professionalism. S. Paris says, so are you in the parking garage? My wife was asking because we wanted to watch planes take off. We're looking for a good spot. It's probably, so this part of the garage is not public parking, but the good spot to go look is actually just to the south of here, is located just beyond the cargo hangar. So by the FedEx offices, that's a really good spot to watch planes take off. Great question, S. Paris. Hey, Rena, how's it going? All right, Benjamin says a 737-800 is turning final. I am thinking the winds are going to change, Benjamin. I looked at the forecast, the TAF, and I thought that might be the case. Hey, Dogwood, how's it going? So we'll look towards the north and west, or kind of north and east. Yep. But yeah, Paris, if you go down Country Club Road, you turn right. I forgot the, but you can see the Rolls Royce tail. You take a right, and as you get closer, you'll see the Rolls Royce 747. And then right when you get to the 747, you take a left, and then take another right, and that'll lead you to the parking area by the FedEx offices. Mark, no, the weather for Phoenix is great too. In fact, oh, we got a dust devil. We got a dust devil here, folks. Let's see if we can show you a dust devil. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. Everybody take cover for the dust devil. They tend to happen quite frequently here at Tucson. It's kind of cool. But there is the dust devil. Devo8, how are you? Great to see you. Wonderful, wonderful. Nice to be seen. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, everybody, for liking and subscribing. We got a busy next couple of days today. I have on the schedule, you may have noticed it, a night show tonight. I'm undecided, so let me know if you want to see Phoenix tonight. Otherwise, we'll drive up early in the morning tomorrow to Phoenix, and we'll do a super stream, a mega stream tomorrow. Yep. Yeah, that East Airport's drive sounds correct, S. Paris. Yep, that sounds right. But you have to, I'm still getting familiar, S. Paris. I've only been in Tucson for about 3-4 months, so I apologize. I don't know the roads by heart. But I do know the parking lot by the FedEx cargo building and by the fire station. You can do some great spotting, too. Oh, nice, Raina. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Went fishing? That's wonderful. So we'll be here for a few hours, and then I might go up to Phoenix tonight. Oh, we got to go around. We got to go around. We got to go around. How about that? They must have had a wind shear. They may, maybe. Oh, my camera's going to fall off the tripod, so. Marco says yes to night show. Yeah, no problem, Steve. No problem. Unstable approach, yeah. So that was the Americans. Feather Jensen says coming in from Chicago. They did look kind of high, and I've seen a couple approaches like that here in Tucson. Let me know how the volume is. Here, I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit. Remember, if you do encounter buffering, just be patient or refresh the page. This is a new hotspot, so we're working out the kinks on it. You know, Matthew, that's a great question. All signs are good things, or I should say, no news is good news. I haven't heard anything too much. But if they are starting Las Vegas service this month too. Frontier is. Yeah, thank you, Dreamweaver. I turned up the natural sound, so hopefully that should help. I'm using my backup soundboard today because I wanted to conserve the battery in case we do batteries in case we do a show tonight. So for sure we'll be in Phoenix tomorrow, and we'll do a mega stream, all-day stream. And then tonight we might do a night stream. I just have to see if it works out. Plus, you got to pay for parking and stuff. But ERB says sound is good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm going to grab my phone real quick. $47 likes so far. That's wonderful, ERB. Thank you for reporting that. And again, yeah, I always said if the weather was good in Tucson, we would try and do another live stream. So the weather is freaking awesome today. We're supposed to be in the low 70s today and tomorrow, Tucson and Phoenix. So that's another reason I didn't go to San Diego, because I said to myself, man, if this is the last time for about the next 6 months that we have temperatures this great, I might as well do Tucson, because San Diego's is going to be in the 60s, 70s all year round. So got to give love to local Tucson, to TIA. So that's why, one of the reasons why we're here. But we'll be in San Diego a lot. Let me just say that. Hey, Dogwood gifting 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Dogwood gifting 5 memberships to Sven, PHX Kevin, Era, Jeffrey Walker, and Susan. Thank you so much, Dogwood, for your generosity and kindness. My goodness, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that so much. It's great to have you on board, Dogwood, and appreciate your support. So, I want to tell you that where's our 747? Here, I'll show you. Our friendly Rolls-Royce 747. Oh my goodness, my truck's blocking it. Well, you can at least see 2 of the engines, right? So for those who don't know or who are new to the show, we have our very own 747-200 here in Tucson. Rolls-Royce, the engine manufacturer, and of course the conglomerate, uses specifically the Tucson here for its 747 and engine testing. So it's great when we see it take off. It's a lot of fun and pretty rad. Hey, Tim Arnold, what's shaking, dude? How are ya? Great to have you, Tim. Tim, I'm gonna be up in Phoenix tomorrow. Might be tonight, but for sure tomorrow, Tim. So we'll do another mega all-day stream tomorrow up in Phoenix, Tim. Hey, Mouseman Rick, good to see you. Nice to see you. Exactly, yes. They're not exactly the same, Benjamin, but that they have the name. So it would be nice if they had some Rolls-Royce cars around too. Hey, Tim, we're gonna have some fun tomorrow. We're gonna have lots of fun. And Tim, how about this weather, man? Can't get much better than this. Prepare for takeoff. How are ya? Great to see you. Prepare for takeoff. How's the East Coast doing? You've had some rain the past couple of days. If you do encounter buffering, we are using a new hotspot because ours broke last week, so I just ask you to be patient. Refresh if you encounter buffering, and we'll make sure to get on the air. I'm still thinking they're going to switch flow here in the next little bit, but that's just me. Yeah, honestly, if you go up to Phoenix tonight, I might actually bring a jacket in. I might bring a jacket up. And there's the possibility that Phoenix will have some rain this afternoon, which is always fun. Thank you for the report, ERB. Mateo, what's the biggest heavy you get except the one you showed? Here in Tucson, that's the biggest heavy we get on a regular basis is actually, I'll turn the camera here, is the 767 right here for FedEx. And we get that once daily. Having said that, Tucson is always full of surprises just because of its proximity to the boneyards. So we've had everything from a 747-400-8 to a, well, no, not dash 8, just the 747-400. We've had the Antonov here a couple times. We've had 777s. We've had, of course, the 767s. I have not seen a 757 ever land here. I've seen the A330 land here. Any other Airbus that I can think of? No, that's it for now. But a little birdie told me that the Marana, where they have the graveyard up in Marana, Ascent, which is an MRO, stands for Maintenance, Repair, and Overhaul Facility, is constructing some new hangars, and they're going to be pumping out some 777 cargo conversions. So that's probably one of the reasons why we'll see 777s from all over the globe come in, because they're being converted. So kind of interesting side note. Thank you so much, Mateo. Appreciate you subscribing. Oh, Toronto's your local airport? Oh, I love Toronto. I can't wait to finally get up there. Mateo, you'll definitely have to join us when we get up there and live stream. Peter, hello. I'm surprised. Haven't seen this channel before. I'm for Tucson and a Delta Airlines captain. I'll send my flight information. Awesome. Well, I'm a former longtime flight dispatcher. Whoops, I missed the E175 here. I was a flight dispatcher for Envoy Air and for Breeze Airways. So thanks for all you do, Peter. So, yeah, Tucson, we do mostly live streaming from Tucson and Phoenix, but we also go out to San Diego a lot. That's probably the closest major airport to us beyond Phoenix. El Paso's about 300-ish miles away. Las Vegas is about 400-ish miles away, so just kind of depends. Hey, Scott Kuiper, how is... Scott, I know you're going to get tired of this question, how's the retirement life, but I know it's been been a couple weeks, so things settling in. Hey, Jane, how are ya? Great to see you, Jane. Scott, great to have you on board. I'll make sure that you don't feel... Oh, there's the Atlanta arrival. Whoops. Gregory B., I did not. I think, so if you want to go ahead and ask it again, I did not, so feel free to ask it again. Nick, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. So welcome into Tucson. And 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock, 10 to 2 is right now one of our busiest times of day here in Tucson. I do live here in Tucson, to the far east end of the valley near Vail. But I do live here. Travis says the go-around is next. Thank you, Travis. 4 weeks. Scott's been retired for 4 weeks. Scott, the question is, do you know what to do with yourself with all your freedom? It's like when you've been on vacation and you're like, I've been on vacation for too long. So the temperature again today, we always said if the temperature was good, we would come back, and temperature's in the upper 60s right now. Oh, about KLM, okay. All right. No, Gregory B., I wish I was going to be in San Diego for KLM, but I will not, unfortunately. I got to be back. Oh, you know, this week, I'm actually going to be going to my brother's college graduation. So unfortunately, I will be in Texas. Well, I shouldn't say unfortunately. I'll be in Texas and I won't be able to be in San Diego. Otherwise, there would be a good chance, yes. I wish I could. But I do have plans to be in San Diego in the next 2 weeks. What's up, Carolina Aviation? Mark Bright Spark, we will. Yes, we do have plans to go to England for probably a week once we hit our 20,000 subscriber mark. Affirmative. I understand that, Scott. Somebody will let you know. Let's see how close we can get on this. That goes in all the way there. And we just had that American land. Yeah, Gregory B., my hope is to be there in the next 2 weeks, hopefully. So there's that go around. Right on. Very cool. Thank you for that, Benjamin. Here's an E175 inbound. Whoa, getting some little breezies. Yes, Dan Reeves, I'll have to come to East Midlands and be cargo hunting all night and all day. Yeah, and Gregory, right now I think KLM said they're going to be doing 3 times weekly to start out with. So there's that go around. No Dreamliners here. That would be pretty cool. I haven't actually seen a Dreamliner here in the 4 months since I've been here in Tucson. But maybe eventually. Oh, very cool, Matthew. You'll be heading to Mexico this July. This will be the first 757 flight since 2010. Very cool. Peter says, I've been with Delta for 23 years. So senior pilot on Delta. After this flight, I'm heading to Cape Town. Delta. Oh, look at you. You probably know, you might know, I'm not going to say his real name, but AKA John, who shows up. He's a Delta captain. I think he lives in Raleigh. But very cool. Very cool, Peter. Safe travels. That's got to be quite the jaunt. Oh, you got 777 service. Nice. Dan, very cool. AV Geek Tours, wonderful spotter, AV Geek Tours. Check out his channel. He says he is yet to see a Dreamliner here in Tucson. Yeah, I think if we saw one here, that would be the coup de grace. I think either that or an A350 would be amazing. What's up, Kit Stahlberg? That would be pretty rad. Thanks everybody for liking and subscribing. Yeah, so my thought process is, depending how the show goes, I may go home, eat lunch, or the real issue is, okay, am I going to stay in a hotel tonight, or am I just going to drive up in the morning? I guess I could sleep in the terminal all night. That would be interesting. I bet, Peter. I bet it is pretty rad. Ooh, a Pinal Air Peace 777. I was told, Benjamin, that we were supposed to have a Iraqi Airways 777 coming in. I thought it was yesterday to do a custom stop before it went up to Marana. I never saw AV Geek Tours. I don't know if you know, but if an Iraqi Airways 777 came here yesterday. But that's what I heard. AV Geek Tour says, I've seen a German Air Force A350 at Tucson. What? Well, there you go. So we need a Dreamliner then. I don't know where we would get one though. And it would have to be most likely a diversion from Phoenix. And I know that there's only so much space. Yeah, the one a month ago, yep. I remember that one. But I remember the Iraqis a month ago. That was a sweet one. I had heard, yeah, that they were planning on sending another one, but we'll just kind of see. If you're just joining us for the first time, don't forget to like and subscribe. So for sure, we're going to be in Phoenix tomorrow doing a mega stream all day. Tonight, just kind of depends how I feel. I was not feeling good yesterday, so I'm glad I'm feeling better today. And looking forward to hanging out with y'all the next couple days. And then Wednesday, I do head to Dallas. There is a small outside chance I might be able to do a live stream from either Love Field or DFW. I'm thinking on Saturday. It kind of depends on what goes on with my brother's graduation and celebration. That takes priority, and I'm looking forward to it. Dude's a stud. He's graduating in chemical engineering, so he definitely got the brains in the family. He also got the hair and the looks and the height, but I'm not bitter at all. Hey, Robert Brunn, how are you? How are you? Benjamin says we've got E175 from American departing here any second. I think I hear it. No, Jane, I was told that was one of the first questions I asked actually when I got here was, what is the biggest aircraft that the gates can hold? And I'm told one or two gates here in Tucson is capable of supporting a 757. Otherwise, they would have to be parked here on the east ramp or down at the cargo ramp. So yeah, the 757 I think can be supported at one gate. And that's about it. Otherwise, they have to park in this open area right here. I don't know if you remember a couple months ago, we had an Eastern Air 777 parked here. And this is the east, what we call the east ramp here. This is where they park a lot of the RON aircraft. So RON stands for Remain Overnight Aircraft. So when they start up in the morning, they'll typically have them either at the gate or they're parked here at the east ramp. So it's a large area. Yeah, Robert, unfortunately, it was drill weekend this weekend. Well, it's not unfortunate, but just whenever it's drill weekend, which is usually the first weekend of the month for the Air National Guard, they don't fly on Mondays, unfortunately. So we would have to come back on another Monday. But there's that 737 we just saw. $747 is pretty darn great. I agree, Peter. Yeah, and you know, one of the things is just thinking about how big the east ramp is. If I remember correctly, they can fit, so here on the east ramp, sorry, I'll stop moving. But here on the East Ramp area, they can fit, I think, up to 10 narrow body aircraft. And if they're wide bodies, you can fit 4. 4 is probably a safe number. And that's it. Marana, we might do. It's, you know what, Robert, there's not a lot of action. It is mostly just, well, number one, they have a pretty, their security is pretty stiff there, so you need to kind of let them know what's going on. And number two, it's mostly just planes that are parked. It's not so much planes in action. So those are the two reasons I myself. So that's where I'm like, Cessna Citation 750X taking off there. Yeah, exactly, Benjamin. You're exactly right. Hard to predict when aircraft are coming in and out of Marana. It's kind of like surprise. Oh, look, we've got an ops vehicle. Where's Christian Perry? Who? Ops 6, huh? That's kind of cool. I've never seen that on a vehicle before. But there is one of the air ops officers. Fine people that protect the runways. Their ops officer's motto is observe and report, I think, just like Paul Blart. We just actually missed, I apologize, we couldn't get here earlier, but we missed the Sun Country Minnesota Gopher livery by 10 minutes, and we missed the Missouri 1 Southwest by 20 minutes. So hopefully we'll just catch it next time or in an all day. But I have been fortunate. Last week we were super fortunate. We got like a ton of special liveries in Phoenix. It's pretty rad. Again, our busiest time of the day right now here at Tucson International Airport is this time. So we've had, what, probably 7, 8 arrivals here in the last hour. And that's probably 8 is usually our peak, maybe 9 regularly scheduled flights. We get a lot of military aircraft in here because of the Air National Guard and the Davis-Monthan Air Force Base just about 10 minutes away. We get cargo aircraft. We get aircraft that need to go through customs a lot because we're only about 60 miles from the border of Mexico. So a lot of times if you're flying in from overseas or from Mexico or from South America and you need to end up in like Phoenix or somewhere, they'll often stop in Tucson just because customs isn't like swamped like other major airports. But there is a 24-hour customs base here in Tucson. So it's really convenient for pilots and also for passengers. Ooh, WestJet. Yes, we were expecting this MAX 8 coming in. They are doing, I don't know if they're doing engine work. Ascent is for the WestJet aircraft or what they're doing, but WestJet will send one down like every couple of weeks from Canada down here to get work done. I think I see it. Oh, that's very cool, Jane. Oh, Peter says, I flew the Delta 747 in 2016 and will be one of the first Delta A330 Neos. Man, Peter living a good life. Hashtag blessed. Very cool. Very cool, Peter. So yeah, this WestJet is going to go to Ascent Aviation, which is, again, an MRO, maintenance, repair, and overhaul facility. So this is a Repositioning flight. This is not a live revenue flight, FYI. This is actually, I think, the first WestJet Max I've seen here. I've seen other WestJets. Treasure Maze, how are ya? Welcome into Tucson. Hans, good question. I wonder that myself. I wonder why Breeze hasn't flown in here. Now, Flair, for a hot minute, Flair Airlines in Canada, before the pandemic flew in here, but it wasn't very long, and then the pandemic hit. But AV Geek Tours can probably correct me on that. I don't know. You know, airlines like to make money, so I don't know why Breeze doesn't fly in here. I wish I could answer that question. I'm sure Breeze gets that question about a lot of cities. Why don't you fly in here? So, just kind of depends. Thanks for Dogwood for your contribution. Very generous of you. 5 memberships. You can gift a membership for as little as $1.99. So thank you so much. Or you can send a super chat for as little as 99 cents. It supports the channels and it helps cover costs like paying for a new Wi-Fi router and tires. Hey, Trucker Norm, how are you? Trucker Norm, you were one of the people that I was thinking about that would be happy to see Tucson again. I know John Driscoll and Jane, but the weather here is spectacular, as I'm sure it is in Kingman if you're on an off day. Scott Shaver, what's up, Scott? Welcome into Tucson. Great to have you aboard. I always said if the weather was good, I would come back to Tucson, and so the weather, spectacular. Again, this is a repositioning flight for WestJet, going to the Ascent hangars on the, what would that be, the northwest side of the field? Yeah, Scott, I hear it's some rain today and tomorrow. I'm hoping it gets out of there because I'm flying into Dallas to drive down to College Station on Wednesday afternoon for my brother's graduation at Texas A&M. So I'm hoping the rain gets out of there before Wednesday. Looks like we might have a little medical emergency. Passenger, perhaps a sick passenger. Those do happen from time to time. Oh, well, good. Trucker Norm, I hope we can help you make you feel better. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yuma 100 coming to Yuma next week. Very cool. Yeah, Orange County would make sense. I was thinking about Provo too, Benjamin. That would make a lot of sense. What's another one? Yeah. Maybe St. George. Surprised they... You know what? I'm surprised they haven't started flying to St. George in Utah. That's just me. Ian, how are ya? Yeah, great question. Ian says, what do you mean by a repositioning flight for WestJet? Okay, excellent question. Sometimes you will see aircraft that, a lot of times in the United States, Ian, you'll see aircraft that have a 9,000 series flight number or an 8,000 series flight number. Not always, but a lot of times you'll see that number. And what that is a non-revenue flight. So no passengers, no paying passengers, but it's a non-revenue flight, and it's going from one airport to the other for a number of reasons. It could be a charter. It could be a repositioning, so moving the plane into better position from one airport to another. Or in this case, for WestJet, for this 737 MAX 8, it is going to a maintenance base here, a contractor called Ascent Aviation. So they will periodically fly the WestJet planes from Canada down here to Ascent Aviation to have work being done. Now, I don't know exactly what type of work is being done. I hypothesize it's probably some engine work, but I don't know exactly. And so the repositioning flight is just, it defines the flight as just repositioning an aircraft from one airport to another without paying passengers, typically. Most times. So that kind of is a little background. Oh, really? They do subsidize flights in St. George. Huh. Not super far away from the Grand Canyon. But that's just me. I mean, Flagstaff is kind of close. Flagstaff, I guess, you can always fly into Phoenix. But yeah, Grand Canyon, St. George, couple hours drive. Or Lake Powell even. All right, so we have another unique aircraft on. There's a small charter company called Sierra Pacific, and they do a lot of military charters and sometimes some sports charters, but they are actually located here in Tucson, and they have two, not one, but two 757-500s, and we're encountering occasional buffering, so hang in there, and just refresh the page. The airport here doesn't have the best signal like Phoenix, but that's okay. It's a little more in the country, we'll call it. But this is a 737-500. I think we remembered after we did the research, this is an old Continental Airlines. Yep, that's a good point, Benjamin. Hey, Simply Bespoke Travel, how are ya? Great to see you. Yep, a little bit of buffering, but we're sorting it out, ERB. So thanks for your patience, and just refresh the browser. Sometimes that helps. We've got a departure here. I can hear the engine spooling up. Southwest Airlines right there. Roger that. Thank you for the report, Jane. I have heard the airline Silver. I'm surprised they're still in business, Hans. I think they declared bankruptcy, but Sierra Pacific going to Hunter Army Airfield in Savannah, Georgia. Ooh, all the way across the coast. Wow, that's a bit of a jaunt. That's a lot of gas right there. That is a lot of gas across the country. Oh, yeah, so great question. John says, what's going on with the boneyard in the background? All right. So this is actually the Mitsubishi kind of MRO facility and boneyard. So these are CRJ 700s, 900s, 1000s, and there's even a couple of 200s in there. So CRJ 200s. And Mitsubishi, if you remember, a couple years ago purchased the commercial enterprise from Bombardier. So we check out this Challenger 600. Yes, so this is actually Mitsubishi's. We call this hangar here, we call it Big Blue. That's its nickname. So if you ever listen to ATC audio here, and they say Big Blue. That is what Big Blue is. That giant hangar in here in Tucson. Well, we're actually doing, the weather's quite nice here in Tucson. We're in the upper 60s, which is definitely not the norm for here in Tucson. So I'm loving this, and we'll be up in Phoenix later as well. Roger that, Robert. I'm trying to improve it. Sometimes the signal just isn't that great here in Tucson. I apologize. I'm doing whatever I can to make it better. Oh, got another departure here. There goes Sierra Pacific. The 737-500. Humberto, hello, greetings from Jalisco, Mexico. All right, Dan Reeves, we'll see you all tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, Dan. Have a great evening. Roger that. Thank you, Jane. Yeah, it just is, the signal's kind of iffy here over in Tucson in general. But I said I would try if the weather was good, so we're doing our best. We are doing our best here. I apologize for that, Mark. Thank you for coming back. Trust me, when we get up to Phoenix, the signal will be much better. I promise you 100%. It's a lot better. T-Mobile's just kind of limited down here, unfortunately. And that's who I usually go through. Patrick Swayze, greetings from, is that Cologne? The CGN Cologne, Germany? You know, I haven't seen the new livery yet. I saw the press release for it, Matthew, but it's a good look. We actually had the Toontown livery here Friday, was it? It was here on Friday. Yeah, the Toontown livery was here on Friday. Cologne, awesome, Patrick. So we'll be in Phoenix tomorrow with hopefully a much better signal. Tucson's kind of like, Tucson's very more the laid-back airport. I'll say it's a new hotspot too. Hey, Brian S. Lower than 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix needs a winter jacket. Yeah, that's what I hear. Well, you know, it's funny. Well, I shouldn't say I was mentioning that earlier, Brian S. If when we come up to Phoenix, I might have to bring the jacket up. I'm sorry, Mark. It's just because the signal is not the best here. The Wi-Fi signal. It just is not the best. And unfortunately, it's out of my hands. So T-Mobile, do better. But there's an Area 22100, the Whale, and I can promise you the signal will be much better in Phoenix. 1,000%. Oh, I'm totally wearing shorts right now, Brian. It's perfect. Booyah chaka! What is up? Oh, yep. They made the switch. They made the switch. They're now doing north departures. Is that an A320? That's the first time I've seen an American Airlines A320 here in a while. Hey, Robert, I'm loving it, man. I am loving it. Just like McDonald's, I'm loving it. Good afternoon and morning to you, too. Thanks, everybody, for liking and subscribing. So, yes, we will be on the air in Phoenix tomorrow for sure, so don't forget to like and subscribe. We might be there tonight. If we do a show, I think it was scheduled for 5, but I may push it back to 6. Just give me enough time with traffic. Phoenix Pete, 70 degrees in Mesa, 100 this weekend. It is a crazy swing. It is, but I'm loving this. This is like Chicago springtime weather. So I always said, and thanks everybody for your patience, I always said if there was a chance to do Tucson with good weather, I would do it. So here we are. Josh Aldrich, hello, hello. It's pretty much the same weather as it is in San Diego right now. So I said to myself, why spend all that money to travel when I can walk out my door? So this may very well be the last live stream of Tucson for the next 5 or 6 months, because as you know, the locals know, it's going to heat up here. This week, like Phoenix Pete said, up to 100 degrees later on this week, which is kind of standard fare. So again, yes, the planes you see in the background, those are all CRJs, part of Mitsubishi's operation. They store some down here. They fix some down here. But those are all CRJs. So you got CRJ 200s, CRJ 700s, 900s. I've seen a few CRJ 1000s as well. Hey, Yin, what's happening? How are ya? All right, we'll see you later, Dreamweaver. Enjoy lunch. Not much rain in San Diego, just some light showers. I hear they're doing some upgrades on the Wi-Fi here at Tucson Airport, but it may be a while, so I apologize. I know it's not the best, so we do what we can with what we have. Phoenix is much better. Oh, I understand, Mark. I promise you Phoenix will be much better. I know, I apologize. All right, we'll see you, ERB. Have a great afternoon of work. Now I remember also why I don't do Tucson. The signal's not that great. Oh, there's United. There is the United uniting. I know. I'm like taping the Wi-Fi to the top of my head. So to the highest point. And I figure being on the garage would be beneficial because you're at the highest point, but not so much. Lord Andrew. Yep. So there are a couple CRJ 1000s. You're exactly right, Lord Andrew, that are over there. I don't know if the Air France hops are. I think Garuda Indonesia has a couple of 1000s over there. Treasure Maze, no F-16s today. It was a drill weekend over the weekend for the Air National Guard, so they usually will take Monday off when they fly on the weekend. So unfortunately, no. Daring Marks, I'm doing great. How are you? If the Wi-Fi were better here, I'd be doing really well, but other than that, I'm doing all right. Thanks so much for asking. I'm looking forward to having a mega stream in Phoenix tomorrow and maybe an evening one tonight. It just really depends on what my mood is like. Hey, James, how are you? I was not doing well yesterday, so I'm doing much better today. Thank you for asking. I was almost like, I'll just drive up to Phoenix today, but I said, no. I told people if the weather was good, we were going to do a live stream, and we're doing it come hell or high water. Yeah, so regardless if there's going to be rain, we'll be up in Phoenix because we can seek shelter under the parking garage. It is kind of, Benjamin's right, it is kind of like the used car lot. It is most definitely kind of like the used car lot. It's totally true. So this United's going to come, I think, into gate Alpha 7? Guess that Delta is a move on now that the E-175 got out of it. I think Delta has 2 gates here. United has 1, 2, 3. I think Southwest has three gates, or maybe 2, and I think American has like 4. And Alaska has 1. Roger that, Brian S. Thanks for the weather report. Thank you, Yin. All right, Raina, we'll see you later. See you tonight. Storm Chaser Mark, what's happening? Welcome to Tucson. Oh, and Alaska's getting ready to leave. Oh, yep, and we're going. The switch is official. We are flying to the northwest. So there's Alaska. going down to runway 30. And typically the shift in winds usually happens around this time. So right around lunchtime, the winds will shift and they'll depart on runway 30 instead of 12. Oh, do they have 3 gates? That may be the case. That may be the case, Jane. Darian says, my dad flies a private jet at Tucson. It's a Falcon 2000 LX. Of course, he's not flying today because he's in Dallas right now training. Well, regardless, very cool, Darian. That is awesome. What's up, Telly? I'm just dealing with wind and Wi-Fi and other W's. And maybe later on wetness. I remember why we don't do Tucson often. I would love to, but the signal is awful. So we persevere as best we can with what we have. We're going to get these last 2 departures here, folks, and then unfortunately I'm going to end the stream because nobody likes buffering, nobody likes inconsistent data. But that does mean that I will go home and see about doing the stream tonight. But I'm, as expected, you know, what are you going to do? But trust me, Phoenix is much better. So if we don't do Phoenix tonight, we'll be up there early. Well, we're going to be there early tomorrow regardless, but we may... I feel kind of bad for giving you a poopy stream here. Counterclockwise. Roger that, Brian S. Thank you so much. So these last 2 departures, we'll get them in, and then we're going to put the old kibosh on the stream, and then I'm going to run home. Well, I'm going to get some lunch first, and then I'm going to see about either doing tonight or whatnot. So I'll let you know in a little bit if we're going to do a night stream. And if not, yeah, it just isn't the best signal here, and that's okay. It is what it is, and we just roll with it, right? Not much we can do about it. No worries, Benjamin. If not, we have the mega stream tomorrow, which I scheduled like 9:30, 10 a.m. tomorrow. So just like last week, we're hoping to go late into the evening. Except this time I'll try not to destroy my Wi-Fi and get a flat tire. Yeah, so the goal for tomorrow's stream, no flat tires, no broken Wi-Fi. You think it's the weather trucker, Norm? It could be. It could be, since it's a rarity around here. Thanks to Dogwood67 for his generous contribution. Yeah, I had to replace 4 tires last week. It was a rough start to the week. But for sure, 100% will be on the air tomorrow morning. So that's 9:30 or 10 Pacific Daylight Time. So that's like 11 o'clock Mountain, 12 o'clock Central, and 1 o'clock Eastern here in the United States. At least it's clouding up here. Yeah, this is just... go. We got one of them. Dang, Benjamin. How'd you get so lucky and are so unfortunate? Lucky son of a gun. Oh, by the way, I should mention Phoenix. One of the reasons we're doing, before I forget, one of the reasons we're doing Phoenix tomorrow is they are starting their summer schedule, Air France is, where they're going to be flying 5 times a week into Phoenix instead of the usual 3. So just FYI, that's one of the reasons. So that means no longer are they flying on Monday. They are now flying Tuesday, and then obviously 4 other days during the week. So FYI, yeah, tomorrow Air France starts their summer schedule for Phoenix, which is 5 times weekly service. You know, I don't know. It wasn't spike strips. I think it was a piece of FOD or something that fell off somebody's truck. I'm super ticked about it. But regardless, I had a flat tire and it sucked. And I wrote a song about it. Yeah, happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that does it. Sorry for the inconsistent Wi-Fi. I promise it'll be much better at Phoenix, or knock on wood, hopefully it will be. But I'll let you know in a little bit if we're doing a stream tonight. And, of course, if we don't do one tonight, we'll 1,000% be on the air tomorrow morning around 9:30, 10-ish. So just FYI, thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We will talk to you all, if not later tonight, later or tomorrow morning. So we'll see you, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see you all later. Thanks for your patience and understanding. And we will see you guys later and have some fun, a lot of fun. So take care, everybody. We'll see you later. See ya.